Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be reviewing The Web Planet, Episode 4, which I think is titled, Oh Dear God, is it still not over yet? Or at least it should be. This story is not an easy one to get through. Let's talk about the positives from the episode. First, there's a couple shots of the landscape from far away, like kind of model shots maybe or something, but it shows kind of the landscape of the planet. They look really, really nice. I really looked at them and was like, that's good work. I like that. So I was really impressed with those. I like the one scene where Barbara is talking to a couple of the fellow captured moth people. And they're wondering if maybe the doctor had betrayed them because they're trying to figure out how the Zarbi know about their invasion force coming. That scene with them is really well done, especially between actress and the one moth person who does a lot of the talking. I think it has more of a feminine voice. I actually really enjoyed that scene. Also, the main cast continue to impress me. Barbara's great. Vicky is good in this one. She doesn't have a lot to do in this one, but she's good in this one. Ian is good, what little bit of time we get with him in this one. But Hartnell steals it. The first Doctor is just amazing in this. He has been in this whole story. He's really the thing I'm gravitating towards liking in this story. His command of the situation throughout everything. He is always confident. He never loses control of the situation. Even though all of the odds are stacked against him right now. He doesn't panic. He doesn't seem flustered. He doesn't look like he's behind on the situation. The 13th Doctor could learn a lot of lessons from the first Doctor, and well, all the Doctors really, but the first Doctor especially here, because the 13th Doctor, I have a whole video talking about why the 13th Doctor is a failure. It's a 40-minute video. One of my big points is her lack of self-confidence, especially from at the end of Spyfall onward, that lack of self-confidence she has, and she always seems behind what's going on around her. The first Doctor is the exact opposite. No matter the odds, he feels in control of the situation. He's not panicking. He's biding time. He's figuring out what's going on. He's maintaining his worth. At no point in this does Hartnell look panicked or worried even. He is maintaining control and doing what he can. That's the Doctor. That's what the Doctor does. So I'm really enjoying the first Doctor in this and Hartnell in this. I like the fact that the little thing that comes around his head to let him communicate with the creature that's pulling all the strings. I noticed it looks like little webs running through it. Like the design on it looks like spider webs running on it. They look a lot like spider webs. I just really noticed that. And more, again, I'm convinced this unknown creature is a spider. It makes sense. The Zarbi are afraid of the Doctor's little pet spider. A lot of web stuff everywhere. It strikes me as being a big spider. That's what I'm assuming. It has a really cool voice, too. That voice that talks to the Doctor, the little creature, whatever it's called, has a good voice. I like whoever's doing the voice for that. Another one of those shots I liked, when I was talking about those distant shots, actually shows a web in it. It's like a far away shot, and then it shows the web, and then it pans down to, like, I guess some of the Cradle of Needles, since that's the name of the episode. But the camera work with that Vaseline camera continues to just annoy me. It just, to get a rag and wipe it drives me nuts. The other alien race we just found out here, the ones that live down below where Ian are, their outfits look atrocious. Even for Classic Who, even for 60s Who standards, their outfits look atrocious. In a story that already has bad effects. Atrocious. And then the one that talks, who... He's like he's trying to be William Shatner, but worse. And I don't mean good William Shatner, because William Shatner's done some phenomenal acting. I mean the hammy, stereotypical William Shatner that we see other times. It's like he's doing that, but worse, in that deep voice. And I had to pause it and step away. Is it like right under the 10-minute mark? It was like 9 minutes and 50 seconds right when he's talking. I had to pause it and step away. There were several times I had to pause it and take a break from episode 4. Because my God, is this story not good. God, it's awful. like I said, it has these few little things sprinkled through it that I like. But I have had it's been a long time since I had such a hard time getting through a Classic Who story. It's really, really hard to get through this one. That whole bit with them and Ian just was driving me nuts. Like, I was, at one point when I was about halfway through the story and I was taking a break, I was just like, my God, I have not had the desire to stop a story partway through since The Time Monster, which The Time Monster I've only seen the first episode or two, and I couldn't finish the rest at the time. And like right now, I actually took a break between episode 3 and 4 of this. I watched the first 3 episodes of Web, and then as a palate cleanser, because my God, is this one awful, I watched The Mark of the Ronnie, which I'd never seen before. Got my reviews done for that. Got my review done for season 22. And then I went and watched Ultimate Foe again, because I hadn't seen Ultimate Foe in a while, and at some point I want to rank all of Colin's stories, and I really needed to watch Ultimate Foe again. Did reviews for part 1 and part 2 of Ultimate Foe, and finally made it back to this, and I'm already one episode through, one episode in, and I'm like, God, I need another palate cleanser. This story is such a chore to get through. Like, for reasons I've also talked about in other videos, the zombie design doesn't bother me as much, except for the human-looking legs, which they try to hide sometimes. But that little noise that make, that little gets so fucking annoying. Like, it didn't even bother me the first couple episodes. It was there, but it didn't really bother me. But more and more, especially with episodes 3 and 4, because you hear it all the fucking time. To the point now that when I hear it, it just annoys me. It annoys the shit out of me. This story, I get that there are some people out there that are very fond of the Web Planet, and for the life of me, I cannot fathom why. It is terrible. It has those little things sprinkled in it I like, and Hartnell is great in it, but my God. I don't know when I'll get to episode 5. I have a feeling I need a minute, because I feel like I'm punishing myself watching this. This is definitely one of those, if I was just watching it to watch it for the first time, I'd probably shelve it for a while, like a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 1,000, and I'd get back to it eventually. I'm forcing myself through it for the channel, for the reviews, and because somebody paid money to send me this. I forget who. It might have been Flyattractor, actually, or it might have been Unknown289. I forget. Whoever sent this to me, I definitely appreciate it, because it is one of those stories I wanted to see. I specifically had mentioned to whoever sent it, they had asked me about it, and then I mentioned, no, but it's one I really want to see, because I sometimes find that stories, classic Doctor Who stories with a notoriously bad reputation, I can actually enjoy, like Creature from the Pit or Nightmare on Eden, I like, or Meglos, I like. But then you have some of those stories with a notoriously bad reputation, which are bad, and this is in that category. My God, that whole scene when all the moths are fighting the ants, when the rest of the moths show up. The actual choreography and camera work on it isn't bad. Aside from the Vaseline camera, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's tolerable. But the incidental music right there is awful. It feels like something more like from a dream sequence. It has a surreal quality to it that doesn't fit what's going on the screen. It's more like a dream sequence music. I guess you could call it a battle going on. It doesn't fit it at all. And then the cliffhanger. I've actually already forgotten what the cliffhanger was. I just forgot. I just watched it and I can't remember. This is a very forgettable story. I swear, this one's it's like Terminus, actually, in the sense that, except for Terminus is actually decently good right when you're watching it. It's just extremely forgettable. This one I find it partly forgettable, but the parts I remember are not for a good reason. It's bad. So, yeah, episode 4 of the Web Planet. It's not getting any better, but at least I'm 2/3 of the way through the story now. We'll get to episode 5 eventually. So the Web Planet, episode 4. and or 1, 2, 3, and 4 up to where I've gotten so far. What do you think of it? Comment down below and let me know. Do you like my brutally honest take on it, or will you prefer me to sugarcoat it a little next time? Let me know on that as well. I'm very frank. Some people like that. I think some people might not. Other things to do, click the like button and the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I also have, to cough, I also have a Patreon if you like what I do and would like to support what I do to get more brutally honest videos. Comment down below. Check out my link to my Patreon down below. I have several different tiers to choose from. I also have a P.O. box if there's anything you would like to send me. This was actually sent to me by one of my subscribers, which I do appreciate very much. I also have a link to my Amazon wish list as well, which I update regularly. That's down in the description. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.